Miami has a Dolphin, the greatest football team.
Opened in 2020 and immediately one of the main attractions here on the Las Vegas Strip. Welcome everyone to Allegiant Stadium. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Miami Dolphins and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And away we go at Allegiant Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First play, and it is Mendoza throwing. Brought in by his back here. It's Shenty. He's going to be hit there, and they're going to take him out of bounds after a gain of 11. And that sets up a Raiders first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Mendoza now. Lasers this one deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. A big hitter on first down. 44 yards.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocked down that runner.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Quick throw to Hill on the RPO. And he's brought down at the line.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
Last completion didn't go anywhere, so still 10 to go now on 3rd down. It's Mendoza. And they strike quickly here to begin this game. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-zip. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. Opening carry for Devon Achane. He finds him 6 yards on that first down run. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
At the 47-yard line, a 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Willis looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught, this is Greg Dulcich. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards.
Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Running with Achane here out of the gun. And give him a fresh set of downs. That play goes for 10. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
They're on the tackle, the rookie out of Auburn.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Raiders 31.
Throwing on 2nd, Willis. Met at the catch point, and it's incomplete. A couple of defenders nearby. One of them makes the hit to break up that catch. 3rd down upcoming. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
3rd and long for him here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Miami.
Working inside the red zone. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Isaiah Pola-Mao on the coverage.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Willis. Finds his back. Achane. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And that one's not going to be caught. Could have extended the drive, but the defender timed it perfectly, breaks it up. That means it's 4th down. Now it's Riley Patterson to try this Dolphins field goal. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right half. The kick by Patterson is good. And it cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
They couldn't quite match the score, but at least they were able to cut in half and really offer a counter punch. Now incumbent upon their defense to do their job.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Drive starts with Genty. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
7 at the 38-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Mendoza. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. They connect on the deep shot. And he's got it all the way down to the 12. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
1st and 10 for Mendoza. And that last completion puts him over 100 yards already for the quarter. From the red zone on 1st. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. Zach Sealer. And he is quickly on the board with his first of the season.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. A short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play. And boy, did the defense do it there.
We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. We've got a 6-3 ball game. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Mendoza. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long. And that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. This is Mendoza. And he's hit, and he can't hang on. Incomplete. Great effort there by the defense, wiping a touchdown off the board partner. That means it's 4th down. Matt Gay on to line up this field goal. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And they are unable to double their lead.
You would think the kickers should be automatic from anything inside of 40 yards, but I guess that could serve as a little gentle reminder you can never take any kick for granted. So many things have to go right each time for it to be up and good.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Willis to the air. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
You know, when we we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Willis now. Complete beyond the marker. He's going to be out of bounds there. Defenders make the stop after a gain of about 17. And that's going to be a Dolphins first down.
First down, Dolphins.
At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Well, he's got his early highlights, Brock, but you know he wants to add a few more to that reel before this game wraps up.
There's no question about that. You want to get that century mark. That's a number that running backs are proud of, and stacking runs like that will sure help.
And he's going to be down by contact, so now our attention turns to the flag on the play. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They'll run here following the penalty. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play, Brock. That's going to set them up with a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First and 10 from the 32. The play fake now. Willis to throw. He rolls to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he picks up 20 on that play. And that is a Miami first down.
First down, Miami.
Here we go, set. 60 vices, 60 vices.
It's Achane on the inside give. And he gets home. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Touchdown.
Devon Achane on the board. That's his first of the season. And he missed it, so a point left unclaimed, and this stays a field goal game.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. This will end up as a
The
touchback.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Mendoza from the pistol. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Intended for Trey
Fairly
Tucker.
safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Mendoza on second. Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And out he goes after picking up a couple. That brings up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Mendoza working. Look at that power, deep left side. Brought in, inside the 20. He makes it in for the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Raiders leaving the offense out there. They want to add 2 more to that
The
touchdown.
Raiders will line up for the
Here's the snap to Mendoza. And this is caught as they hit the end zone for 2.
That makes the score Raiders 14, Dolphins 9.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he didn't strike that one true, Brock. It came down short of the landing zone he had to reach, so give them the football up at the 40. Willis to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock. It's second down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At
So
their
2 minutes still to
49-yard
play in
line.
this first half, partner. More from Allegiant Stadium coming up. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Willis. Connecting on a slant. And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that first down.
A gain of 21
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Achane, a first down carry. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Escapes the pocket. He can run it. There's the hit. They're going to force him out of play with a gain of about 12. And that's going to be good for a Dolphins first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Willis looking to throw. Jump off caught by his back. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Throwing is Willis. Thinking touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. And maybe worse, Brock. It's going to bring up 4th down. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
So no field goal. The offense going for 6 with a second left. Throwing here just before halftime. Hits his target in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
2-2 Atwell. Touchdown, Miami.
Patterson on for the extra point. It's good. So what an ending brought to our opening half as they take the lead just before we step away. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Now, no real answers for that one. I can't imagine you would do that intentionally for any reason, can you? Yeah, no, but some excellent field position awarded for that kick out of bounds. Penalty yardage marked off. Here's 1st and 10. Running it after the penalty. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, here's Willis. Catch is made down the right sideline. They get a lot out of this play. 21 yards before the tackle is finally made. And that's going to be a Dolphins first down. Here's Achane up the middle. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Offense in a hurry up here. Second down carry for Achane. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Yeah, avoidable mistake there, Brock. A lot of people saw it, including our officials. Offsides the call. Now Willis looking to throw on second down. Completed to his running back. And he gets home. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon Achane got one through the air now to match that rushing score from earlier. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35.
35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mendoza. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
You know that was exactly what the defense talked about on the sidelines, getting ready for that drive. Let's send a message from the jump, and let's hit them hard.
Got the catch, but didn't get any yardage on it, so still 10 to go on second down. Mendoza now. Taking a shot deep here. That's complete inside the 35. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. That is the spark that they needed. 39 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
It's Mendoza. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer. Extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Second down. This is Mendoza. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Mendoza, 3rd and short. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. Mendoza going for it. And that one is picked off, but wait a second. Oh, he came down out of bounds, so that's just going to be incomplete. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Willis. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Darian Porter. And the Raiders are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. First call here coming from the shotgun.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun give here to Genty. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from it. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
He's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
Okay, you know what those runs are equivalent to me in basketball? Those are like made free throws, right? You want to assume you get to the free throw line, they go in. You want to assume when you hand the ball off, you get positive yards. Doesn't always happen, but when it does, it builds confidence.
This is Mendoza. And he's going to score. Touchdown Raiders. Tyreek Hill with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Dolphins 23, Raiders 20.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Dulcich hauls it in. He's going to be forced out there after a gain of about 14. And that is a Miami first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Miami.
Here's Willis to the air. Finds his back, Achane. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Willis now. Looking for him again, but not this time. That's incomplete. The defender made the adjustment and the hit to break it up, Brock. It's 3rd down.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Dolphins
We've reached the end of
first down.
3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Dolphins football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win. First and 10 here for Willis. And he has been sharper. His teammates happy about that. 3 for 4 passing this series after throwing that interception. They're going play action. Pass complete to Dulcich. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during game week and preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play. It puts so much doubt into that defense and that defensive coordinator, too.
And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Another for Achane. And he punches this one in. Touchdown, Miami.
Touchdown, Miami.
Patterson on for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And that makes this a 10-point game.
Dolphins 30, Raiders 20. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mendoza. Going left side, Bowers has it. And a good gain here, 11 yards it looks like. That's going to pick up a first.
And a Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mendoza working. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's the snap to Mendoza. Defenders closing in, and they're going to get home here, and they drop him at the 40. Jordan Brooks getting his first sack of the year here in week 1.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Mendoza. Got a man. Bowers has it. And he's going to be out of bounds nowhere near that marker. That brings up 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 10. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
And the Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Genty. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
Great work to keep this play alive, and this is going to be caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton Jr., his first career touchdown in the NFL. How about it? And he connects, so now one more kick from him. A field goal to tie us here in this 4th quarter.
Raiders 27.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Going trips left here as they get sent. 1st and 10. Here's Willis. Throw right side, caught by Mooney. And they'll get to him here. Play finally put to an end after about 15 yards gained, and they got that first down too.
A gain of 15.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Dolphins holding on to a field goal lead. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Now they'll hand it off to Achane. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
He was brought down.
So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game.
Second and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, the target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. And they've got to figure things out on 3rd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Just got it away before the hit button. It doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And he put just a little too much on this one as it hits in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are in bounds. What a play. A clutch moment for a massive play. 52 yards.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
Zone read, they'll give it to Genty. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to Genty. Shoves one away. He's going to be taken down. Gain of about 14 on the play. And it is 1st down, Las Vegas.
14 yards.
Yak, yak, yak. That's what it's all about in this league as a running back. Can you get those hard yards after initial contact? This dude just got it done.
He'll look to throw it. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county. All right, so trailing right now, looking up at the scoreboard, Brock. Can't afford to be too picky, but it did look like getting rid of that football was the right call there.
Yeah, you live to play another day. Now, the key is you've got to take advantage of this day to come.
Another try for them from the 11. Here's 2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. He's got it. And out of bounds he goes after a gain of 8. It is 3rd down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative. When the best of them make it look oh so easy.
To throw. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a 4th down decision.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him, and he delivers.
Fielded at the 7. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that 3rd phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
Willis looking to throw. He lofts one deep, center of the field. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. First play of the drive, Brock, you always tell me this, always the start of a new battle. And the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right? You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Motioning the tight end now. 3rd down run from Achane. It's going to be taken down here, but not before the play gets him 12 big yards and a 1st down. And in overtime here, Brock, I know you love this one. A touchdown, no longer an instant victory. No matter the outcome of that opening series, the other side gets the football with a chance to then tie or win it. And if we're tied after those 2 drives, we'll play on until there's another score or time expires. And this still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? A coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if we're tied after those 2 series, it is next score wins. Return coming here from the 12. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. First throw of overtime. Mooney downfield, and he has it. And this one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stop quickly, but the catch moves him to the 48. 1 play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Here's a handoff for Achane. Has a lane inside the 35. And he's finally taken down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They go play action. Here's Willis. Chased out to his right.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Here's Achane. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Now 1 second before they call delay a game, a timeout comes in. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime. All right, needing 3 yards here on 3rd down if they want to keep this opening drive of overtime going. They go to him again. And he's not going to make it. Made a little progress, but they stall him at the 2. Just 1 yard, and the goal line stand continues. That brings up 4th and goal. They only managed a little, Brock, but not enough. That run does not get the 1st down against a nice defensive effort there.
It sure was. And I think as much as anything, Kate, it was just tied together.
Yeah.
That front and that second level playing off one another and stopping that run before it could get started.
All right, say no to the chip shot. They want to go up 6 here. It is 4th and goal. Now to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And oh, he got it! Interception! Quay Walker in to pick it off. And the Raiders surprise them with the interception and now have a chance to win this game.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice. Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays. Because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away, that is a gold star effort by the defense.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now it's his turn in overtime. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Drifting towards a possible tie, but they could avoid that outcome, partner. If they can do something here, ready to operate on 2nd down. Genty from the gun. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still 3rd down. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here he is to throw. He puts some air under it deep down the left. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to win this game right. That's a touchdown. The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home. Well, partner, long season ahead, but undoubtedly a good start here today. Getting the win in week 1.
Yeah, a bad start now on the other side can snowball on you. 1 loss into 2 into 3 and so on. But you get that early win, it can get you playing at a midseason level in the early goings